Jesus Christ, I forgot to unmute. I was testing with a muted mic and I forgot to unmute. Is it okay now? Yeah, hi again. How is your day going? Mine, as you can see, I've been awake for like 2 hours. And I spent those cleaning up the space and figuring out why my PC isn't working. And, setting this whole thing up. I had to tape my phone to the circle light because it doesn't have a holder. So, there is that. Hi Rahu, yeah, it's hat time. I've been working on this hat for the past like 7 months at least. Because for every occasion that I wanted to wear it on, I didn't quite make it. And then I just abandoned the whole work. And now I guess I'll finally finish it. I kind of wanted to finish it for Halloween, but I guess this is my New Year costume now. Everyone I know has a weird setup for the phone. Yeah, I guess that's how it's gonna be until you can get, the proper hand cam setup. And I don't see myself getting one anytime soon. So, how have you been doing lately? I've mostly been working on art, and well, I still have one commission to finish. Mine is a cardboard pocket taped to a styrofoam. Wow, that's an interesting one. I remember back when I had a bigger circle light that you put on the floor. Basically, how I streamed Pokemon Legends Arceus is I put my Switch on the desk. I turned off all the lights in the room so my face wouldn't be visible in the reflection on the screen. And I just put my phone in a holder on that floor circle light. But now I don't have it anymore. I kinda gave it back to my mom. I know she doesn't even use it. So she can film stuff in her studio. But again, she's not really using that. There we go. Your mom does filming? Not really. She does dancing and she needs to do filming, but she doesn't. Kinda the same with me and going back to making videos. As I mentioned before, I already have some unedited footage with decoupage and my cleanup thing. I know there is a whole separate market for cleanup videos, but yeah, I don't know how long it will take me to edit because I genuinely don't like editing. It's not fun for me. Yeah, that is pretty cool because uh, my mom doesn't just do dancing, she's a really cool dancer. Like, she even won the star of Miramar, which is Miramar is a giant Arabic dance festival held in St. Petersburg. And someone from the rest of the world, where we live, comes there and takes the main prize of the entire festival. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Also, not too long ago, I think at the end of November, I guess, there was another festival um, that a really cool dancer from Vladivostok was holding here on the island. And every single dance that mom or her students performed, it got first place. So, yeah, I'd say she's really cool. She's really good at what she's doing. Now we are also both stuck stewing because she's panicking because she has no time left and she needs to make costumes. And I guess that's how it always is. We always do things last minute because I need to finish this hat before 17 and now it's 14. So yeah, explains where you get your creative skills. Ah, thanks. Although she is also unique in that way because she is the only one on the island out of like all the dancing schools around who doesn't have dancing kids. Like everyone out there who is like a trainer with their own studio, their kids are dancing, but not hers. Neither me nor my sister like that thing. It's something I prefer to watch from the sidelines rather than participate in. Although I did try hip hop dances when I was in college, but it didn't last. I mean, it lasted for around a year, but I quit soon after that. I guess I'm a little too insecure to do that sort of thing. I don't think I could do physical activities from in front of people. Too self-conscious. Yeah, like when I was dancing, I was sort of okay until some newbies came in because they were like school kids and they were much better than me, and I felt way too insecure about that. Like with my brain, I do understand that they have been dancing for a while now, and I was the newbie in there, but still, I quit very soon after they joined. Like, everyone was nice, but I felt like I just could never catch up to them. That's kind of a nasty feeling, you know? What I like about art is that now that I'm not going to art school, when I'm training and doing studies to get better at that, I don't have to actually show it to anyone. And if the result is not to my liking, I actually just don't have to show it. With dances, with like a trainer and a group, that's not the case. Besides, I had huge problems with improvising. We had a whole like session where we learn some moves, and then the trainer goes like, "Go improvise," and yeah, that's kind of not my thing. There we go. Do you play visual novels at all? Because that kind of sounds like what happened to Alcana. No, I don't really play visual novels. It's too bad. Mockup suits are so expensive since dancing as a VTuber might be less stressful. Oh, no, nope. I don't really enjoy dancing. That's what I learned. Like, even if I'm on my own, I don't like doing that. Besides, I tried singing. Like, I tried to make a cover of Kawaii Kutego Men, but yeah, I realized that singing is also not my cup of tea because while I could get the lyrics right, despite not knowing Japanese, it sounded bad. Just bad, dull, and unemotional. You know, it was just boring. It was like reading text from a note. So I decided that, yeah, this kind of this kind of art is not for me. Maybe one day I will save up money and go find a vocal teacher, but yeah, that's definitely not now. Right now, I guess I'll have to find a new job after all because VTubing is kind of not working out. Oh, I just noticed that my avatar kind of blocks the view for the whole thing. Maybe I should just get it out of the way, maybe? Eesh. I wonder, can I even do that? Okay, I think it's alright now. I need to get more more viewers. Your crafts are so good and there's not many craft VTubers. Definitely agree. I keep racking my brain trying to find out how to get more viewers. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I honestly don't know how to do that myself, because I know that some VTubers somehow get viewers for their debut, for example, just purely out of Twitter, but I have tried to be consistent on Twitter. I recently, maybe you have seen that, I tried to make interaction bait there, but yeah, it didn't get any interactions at all. So I really don't even know how to approach this. I really wanna, like, it's not just about making money and working full time as a creator. It's I just want to build a community, like an actual cozy cult. That would be really nice. So we could hang out in Discord and all that stuff. But honestly, I don't even know how to approach this. Yeah, one of the reasons why I went to sleep that late yesterday is, I don't know, I couldn't sleep and was thinking for a while, like, about the whole thing and why it's not working out. So, yeah. Maybe if we share you with other non-VTuber craft communities. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good idea though. I guess I could find some subreddits where I can post my videos. Although there is, again, no guarantee that people will watch them, but I guess it is worth a try. Like, whenever I was looking for craft stuff, I only saw, like, Flash YouTubers. I don't think I found a single VTuber who would be doing that kind of stuff. Or I found one, I think it was a corporate VTuber, when I was looking for ideas for a thumbnail for a student stream. Someone did that, but that's definitely not me. One of my friends does knitting or crocheting, I can't remember, and she did the Twitch thing for a bit. I'll reach out and see if she's still doing that. Maybe a collab going? There is a cooking VTuber, I think. I know that cooking streams are definitely popular among VTubers. A lot of people did them already. I guess collabing would be one of the best ways to do stuff. I don't really know if we can do like specifically a craft related collab, but we definitely can do something like Stardew Valley. I actually tried to be a craft VTuber for a bit, but I don't have any skill. Oh, do you really think I have any skill? I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And I got a thread stuck in my glove. Like, a lot of crafts I do, I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. They're like either just the first time or the first time in many years that I've done it. Like box burning, for example. I haven't done it in like a decade at least. Maybe, thanks. I think you're pretty good too. I'd love to see some of your crafts. Sorry, I don't remember if you posted any of them on Yam's server. I guess one of the problems I have with collabs, why I kind of tend to avoid them, is because I always feel like I'm not talking enough. Like, things get awkward really quickly, and I don't know how to reach out to people and how to start a conversation. And when I collab with like 2 people, it's usually these 2 talking and me rarely even opening my mouth, so I feel pretty bad when the collab is over, because I don't know, I guess I'm worried that it might seem like I'm doing this for clout and I'm not even trying to contribute to the collab itself. So yeah, I guess I'm really self-conscious about pretty much everything. I thought we had good conversation when we played Minecraft off stream that one time. Yeah, we definitely did. I still have that idea of maybe creating a new server and doing like finding a few VTubers to collab with and making sort of series out of that. Like make a server with Soundcraft mode and make like magical series. Usually people do that in form of Let's Plays, but we could do that as a series of streams. That would be pretty cool, I think. Besides, I love Soundcraft mode. It's really cool. Soundcraft mode, no, it's, hold on. I'll type that. Oh boy. There we go. It's basically mods that adds magic to Minecraft, aside from enchantment. The magic system and the whole studying system is pretty interesting in there. It's really fun. Besides, I'm kinda a sucker for anything fantasy related. So when there is a good magic system, I'm always down for that. Ah, oh god. Okay, that's good. I did something weird with my screen, so hold on, I'll try to fix that. Huh. What I noticed today, some really odd thing that really scared me. So when I booted up my PC, I realized that the screen is not working. It has weird lines on the top, but aside from that, there is nothing on the screen. So apparently my screen on my laptop only works when it's connected to my other monitor. Somehow. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it started doing that. Oh, that sounds like fun. I have a friend who always wants to do modded Minecraft, and she's wanting to be better at talking on stream. Yeah, we could invite her. There is also one VTuber I reached out to. He still hasn't replied though. I mean, he has replied, he gave me his Discord, but since I sent him a friend request, nothing really... there was nothing from his side. I saw his post that he's busy with exams and stuff now, and he's doing like a competition series right now with his friend. So maybe after that I proposed to him that we could play something, maybe not even as a collab, and check the vibe and do a collab if it's okay. Drop 2 comments on VTuber subreddits. Oh, they were looking for craft VTubers. Huh. Interesting. Now that I think about it, I guess I did post like typically VTuber stuff on there, like shorts from streams and like VTuber introduction video. So I guess I didn't stand out there that much. So thank you. I really appreciate it. So I guess if you're down for that, and there is a friend of yours, and if that VTuber I talked about wants to join in, we already have 4 players, and I guess that's pretty much enough for a really good collab. So I guess I'll just need to figure out the whole server thing and, you know, the whole vibe check with that VTuber I found. He seems pretty cool. I've been on his stream and he was doing a thumbnail for himself for this whole competition he has with his friend. I wonder if you can hear that clock ticking, because it's really loud. I got uh, an alarm clock from a surprise box that my friend bought me for my birthday, and yeah, it's ticking really loud. I don't know how many requests he gets, but Vettel and Durasama do collabs with other VTubers sometimes. Oh. I don't think I know them though. I'll look them up. Oh, by the way, you two, I hope you don't mind that in Stardew Valley I kinda named my farm animals after you. Nurasama is an AI VTuber. I don't really understand what exactly that means, and I can't say AI has a good reputation. You probably know what I mean. She's coded by a person named Vettel. Coded. This whole computer thing is so alien to me that I really don't understand. Is he like piloting her and a voice behind her, or did he just put in the program for her to follow and she does whatever she's programmed to do on the stream? She's an interesting case. She's essentially a chatbot that interacts with Twitch chat. Oh. Interesting. So basically, she's like his stream assistant or something like that. Did I get that right? She's Siri but VTuber. She uses emotes and tells weird stories and stuff. Oh, I see. Talking about emotes, I also found a VTuber that is now my mood. He is Japanese. He isn't fluent in English, and I thought maybe one day, if he's okay with that, we could do a Sky collab, because in the Sky you don't necessarily need to understand each other's languages, because even chat is only unlocked when you add someone as a friend. And there is a whole ton of emotes. The whole game is just about collecting those emotes. And you can basically do sign language with them. It's more like it's her stream and he's in the background doing stuff. Oh. Interesting. By the way, I suddenly remembered, like, telling weird stories and stuff. I suddenly remembered an old game, a writing game, so to say. It's called A Goose in the Bus, and basically you have a list of questions. you have several sheets of paper, and everyone writes their answer to the question. Then they fold the paper so that the answer is not visible. Then they trade those papers, like switch them, and then they write an answer to the next question. And in the end, when everyone's answered the question, like all of the questions, they unfold the paper and see what story came out of that. I think the questions were like who, with whom, where, what they were doing, and what came out of it. And sometimes the results are pretty funny. Yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. Kinda like group Mad Libs. Mad Libs. Huh. I don't think I ever heard about that one. I guess that kind of game would be pretty fun to try with other VTubers and like other content creators in general. I'm not limited to just VTubers. But I'm not really sure how exactly to pull this off with hiding the answers. Mad Libs are a game where it asks you for random verbs, nouns, adjectives, etc., and then puts them into a story. Like name a person and stuff. Oh, I guess it is pretty similar. Have you played Jackbox? No, I haven't really heard about that one. You know, not long ago, I remembered a bunch of like kids games, sort of educational games, I guess, that I used to play as a kid. Who knows, maybe one day I'll just go ahead and try to stream that thing. Although I will need a disk reader or whatever it's called in English. Basically something to connect to my laptop so it reads the disk with the game. Because back in the day, we only had games on discs. There was no online stuff. Back when I was young, Small Twix was only 11 rubles, and the Big Twix was 22 rubles. And now it's 88. What games? There, I think it was called Little Dragon or something. I don't really remember. I don't have those games here. They're back at my in my hometown. But basically, it was a little dragon explaining physics, biology, and all that stuff. And for every like part, there was sort of there was a mini game for that. For example, to build a pyramid or to fight off bacteria, something like that. It was pretty fun, although I did skip some games. I remember I had the games for, I think it was physics, biology, and history of ancient world. You can still find external drives all over. Yeah, I know. I think we even have one around here, just I don't have these games right now. I'm honestly curious how good that would go. I don't think I've ever seen anyone playing those kind of games. Oh, I also remember there was a series of games called Kuchka, which was a Russian localization, I think, but I think the original was German. It was about a little troll and his adventures. So I had several games of this series, and they were pretty fun. They were like really fun. So yeah, maybe I'll play those as well. Hold on a second. Alright. My mom just came home, so yeah. I would also love to play those games again, and I would love to do it on stream. There are actually so many like CD, like those disc games that I had. I would love to go through them. So I guess as for collabs, I kinda threw that idea with Soundcraft server into Twitter in hopes of maybe finding someone who is better at setting up servers than me, because I could really use some help with that. Because again, I may be better at tech than my entire family, but I am still a caveman, just not as caveman as my family. So I will definitely need help with setting up stuff like this. Russia was better in that regard. Yeah, when you're trying to build an online career, that is kind of a really big stepping stone. I also kind of remember playing, most of the time when I played like modded Minecraft, I played in free public servers, so I didn't have to worry about that thing. Although I do remember one time I played, one single time when I tried hardcore Minecraft was on a public server. And I dropped it very soon because it was absolutely impossible. Not because somebody killed me, but because I died of starvation. Since the main spawn point of the server was located in the middle of the desert, miles away from any like forest or any other place where you could kill yourself something and get some food, and they gave you like 10 breads to start out, and that wasn't enough to kind of last for long. And also, on public servers there is a thing called a private territory, where you can't break or kill anything. So even when I reached the forest, crawled out of the desert, and had a slight hope of survival, yeah, I couldn't even do anything because there was no animals around. They were all in private territories. Wild ones were all killed. So, yeah, I didn't have many chances. So I kinda abandoned that server really quickly. It's not too hard, to be honest, but you either need to host it on a computer, pay for hosting, or use free service that allows the mod. Oh. I also don't know how to do like the the public thing with mods. I don't really want to use that Minehut server because yeah, it kind of has a problem where you lose all of your loot once you die. It's not saved anywhere. So yeah, that's kinda nah. When it comes to hosting my own server, is it like starting a single player game and then opening the server or something? I don't really know. Either way, do other players need to also install mods to play there, or does it just come with the server automatically? That's lucky. Yeah, I did find a mod for like a chest, a death chest that lasts for I think 10 minutes. But yeah, when I was testing out, I reached the chest and I died immediately. There can be a dedicated server that is always running so others can use it when you're away, or you can host. I know that a dedicated server is usually what you pay for, or when you have your own separate PC that you can just keep on 24/7, so the server keeps running. I think that's what you need to host a server of your own. You can either run the server off your computer, which is heavy, or you can make a VPN using something like Hamachi to connect with your friends. Yeah, I guess the Hamachi thing would be the best option for me. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to figure that out, but before that I'll actually need to find people to collab with on that. So that's a little too early to think about it. Now what I'm thinking about is what to do about Stardew Valley, because Jesus Christ, community center is hard to complete. I was thinking maybe for now, instead of going into the mines, I could do fishing instead. So I could catch a bunch of fish and sell it to Willy at a giant price and hopefully save up enough for the next upgrades. And maybe even for the community center money bundle. As for the mods, you need all to be on the same version of Minecraft and have the same mods installed. Yeah, that makes things a little harder. Oh, again, I'm not doing it right away. So I guess before that we could kinda gather in Discord and check the vibe and play something else maybe. I learned through my own experience that you definitely need to call beforehand and check the vibe and make sure everyone is comfortable with others. Because, yeah, bitter experience. I tried to make a series of collabs back in summer when I had vacation, back when I was still employed. And yeah, that didn't go well because one of the VTubers I collabed with was pretty mean to others and I failed to notice that. Somehow I was sure that it was just a joke that everyone was in on, but apparently not. Yeah, that kinda sucked. I haven't really collabed with anyone ever since. I do actually have a VTuber group though. Like, Cabaret is still a thing, but the problem is a lot of members were invited by one mutual of mine, and so I don't even know them. I invited like 2 people, and that's it. And I know them, and I'm cool with playing with them, but others, I don't even know how to approach them, honestly. And as one of the founders, I kind of feel responsible for doing that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know. It would be cool though to have like the group that you can vibe with and collab with, but yeah, I guess that's not the case with us. There we go. I think I should hold this one down too, like this. There. Nice. No, since I'm kind of challenging the Stardew Valley to finish community center in 1 year, I don't know, some random art prompt just made its way into my head. Oh, I just made a server on the free hosting. I always use and installed StarCraft. I can taste it later. Oh, thank you. That would be really nice. Can you tell me the name of the hosting later? That, because I kind of don't know anything but that Minehut. So basically the prompt... Oh, Terranos. Okay, I'll check that one out. So basically the prompt I was talking about. Since I have Sebastian at 8 hearts already and he's ready for dating, I kind of imagined him approaching the farmer and being like, hey, how about we move on to the next level because I kind of like you and all that stuff, you know, confessing and all that nice thing, all those nice things. And the farmer is like, oh, that's very sweet of you, I like it too, and but can we wait a little bit more with that because it's still my first year and I need time to settle down and destroy the Jojo Corporation and all that stuff. Maybe I will draw it. I am really overwhelmed with all the things I need to draw. And on top of that, I still have a commission to finish. I did finish the PNG model for the guy, but I still need to finish an illustration. So, yeah. It's really good, but you have a limitation because it's free. Oh. I mean, what kind of limitation? To the amount of players or to what? The things you can craft? Alright. Okay. go. Panel 1, Confess Love. Panel 2, Return Feelings. But, Panel 3, there is something I have to do first. Panel 4, grab cowboy hat and turn to the door. Gotta take down Jojo. Yeah. Limitations are the render distance can be super far, but it's not bad, and I think you can have more than 20 players. I mean, that's more than enough. So that's not even limiting. I think back when I played on my old PC, I never had a big render distance, and I was constantly lagging, so I don't think those things are very limiting. As for my craft thing, yeah, I definitely should check out VTubers and craft subreddits in case people in there would be interested in watching me. And I need to edit my already existing footages, but I really wanna get into resin casting. Like, I tried several times, but none of the times it worked out because, yeah, I'm trying to cast D&D dice because I am a dice goblin and I want custom dice for my characters. But yeah, these dice are kinda hard to do. So I hoped I can get some more materials, like as a New Year present for myself, and maybe get some new molds and this resin with lower viscosity, so it's more liquid and it's easier to pour and it fills the spaces easier without leaving bubbles. There we go. There. Also, the server will shut down if nobody's playing on it for 10 minutes, so it'll need to be started every time. Oh. I mean, my hut is pretty much the same. So I don't mind that. Besides, if we don't use it as a server for a community, but just as a server for collabs, that should be fine. By the way, on that server, you don't lose your stuff after you die, right? It's kinda saved. Do you know the name for that mod? I'll see if it's there. You can see it in the initial state. Yeah, like in the Minehut, you couldn't really set it in the initial settings. You needed a special mod. I think it was called Death Chest or something like that. So if you can find it in the initial settings, there is a good chance that you will need a mod for that. There. It's definitely a setting that prevents you from dropping things when you die. Wait, does it mean you just keep them when you wake up after death, or does it mean that they remain where you died until you collect them? Because in that Minehut server, you die and you just lose everything. When you get back to your death spot, there is nothing there. This chest is there, and I can install it, and I installed it on my test server. Yeah, that's good. I think for the Minehut, I had to be searching for this mod separately. I'll try reaching out to that VTuber I talked about again. Although I guess I'll need to see how active they are on Twitter first, because if they're busy with exams, they won't be able to see that anyway. Inventory after death. Oh, so you don't even need to go back to your death spot to collect it. That's cool, but I feel like that's a little bit of cheating. I'd rather just have a chest that would keep my stuff safe where I died until I collect it. I need to go and put up Christmas tree, so goodbye. Okay, thank you, and good luck with the Christmas tree. I guess we'll be putting that up soon too. And honestly, I can't wait for the 31st, or that's probably gonna be on the 31st of December when we're gonna do our New Year shop haul. When we just go out and go around the neighborhood buying the stuff that we want for New Year's. My favorite place to visit is probably the Japanese store in my neighborhood. See you next time, Mouse. Maybe tomorrow. And good night to you. I guess it's night. Alrighty. So I guess tomorrow will be the next Stardew stream, since yeah, I realized when I streamed on Sunday that I prefer to stream when nobody is home and nobody can bother me. Especially things that take 5.5 hours. There. So I may or may not do an art stream after all, because well, my Streamlabs mobile seems to have come to life again. Mouse's work is super cute. Oh, you checked out their channel. I do remember they have a YouTube channel, and I may or may not have been on one of their streams. We actually, like, properly got to interact outside of just chat in Discord on someone's server. It was when I planned the Minecraft collab. Although nobody but us two could come, so we decided to dump the collab idea and just play together. That was really fun. I guess it should be pretty late for you, so I guess I'll be finishing pretty soon too. That's definitely a thing. When I was living with my family, my sister would just barge into my room and start talking at me when I was playing games. Sisters. Oh god, sisters. I guess it's kind of my I don't know how to call it. I'm not gonna call it a soft spot because I definitely don't have a soft spot for my sister. I guess it's just something I really get annoyed with because, well, my sister annoys me a lot. She definitely doesn't have a best personality. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. She is just not a good person. Like, my mom told me that she was kind of, oh, maybe we should leave them alone for now because they are so sick, and not like demand that they instantly get a new job because, yeah, they're kind of really sick right now. But to my face, she was being a bitch. Yeah, but that's not gonna convince me to like her. Like, she's never been good to me as long as I can remember. So yeah, she kind of she did that to herself. All right, she was the one who ruined our relationship, I think. Even though as a kid I might have been a little shit, it often provoked her. But when we're adults, like, we could, like, she could act like a normal person because I wasn't doing that anymore as an adult. But no, she's still being irritated and psychotic and yelling and cursing. So yeah, and it's not like I'm the only one person she does this to. She's just she has terrible manners. She can act irritated in front of her boss. So yeah, like, you're being a kid. Well, I don't know who started this. I think it was her. Like, genuinely. I'm not trying to kind of defend myself or anything, but I don't remember what was going through my head back then, but I just remember that she was very irritable ever since I was little. Like, as long as I can remember, she never liked me, and I guess at some point I started provoking her because I was frustrated with her behavior and I wanted to kind of, I don't know, do something nasty to her. So she would get super irritated at me and adults would yell at her. That's what I was trying to do. So yeah, I was being a little shit. I'm not gonna deny that, but I guess she was never too good to me either. Imagine having a sibling that you actually get along with. Do those even exist? I think all the siblings are kinda trying to harm each other in some way, in one way or another. Like, I usually do my best to just not interact with her and leave her be in her separate room, but yeah. Well, you and your sister are best buddies. That's nice. I don't know. Are you streaming like yourself? At first I thought that she was barging into your room and interrupting your stream, but if that's the thing, maybe I just hang a paper on my door that do not enter paper. I don't have a cool life sign, so I just tape a little note on my door. And people just don't disturb me. That could work if you want to. Like, if you talk about it with your sister. There we go. Oh, this was just me playing the game by myself. Oh, I see. I guess it's not so bad. Especially when she's like, as you said, she's just talking to you and not yelling, so I guess it is okay, it's sort of tolerable. I haven't lived with my folks in almost 10 years. Oh, this was back in college. Oh, I guess in here, me and my family live in a rented apartment. We still have an apartment back in my hometown, but the problem is that there is no job in there. So we kinda had to move. And we do have a rule that no loans, no mortgage, nothing like that. Or at least no mortgage that is way too hard to afford. So we live in a rented apartment where even if the owners decide to kick us out, we can just grab our stuff and go back to our apartment or find something new. But if we have a mortgage, yeah, if we're unable to pay that, that would really, really suck. And yeah, I guess with our salaries it's best to stick together for now, because rent is expensive. Although, if I ever manage to have it, the whole online job thing, if it works out, I wanted to try it and move back to my hometown and live alone for some time, because honestly, I have never lived alone. Even when I was in college, I lived with my sister. So yeah, that definitely would be an experience. Besides, even if I now have a separate room for my sister, it doesn't mean I'm completely isolated from her, because I can still hear her through the wall. And yeah. The companies are buying up all the houses. Oh, you mean like Airbnb that you have there? We don't really have that here. It's just the housing is really expensive. And the fun part is that you move like maybe like 20 kilometers from the city, and the prices are like 3 times less. So I was considering that if the whole thing works out and I manage to save up a lot of money, it would be very possible for me to get a house somewhere in the village, and it would cost less than an apartment in the city. It used to be Airbnb, but now it's legitimately speculative. Buyers starving out the local markets. Oh, so homeowners. I heard about this homeowners association. Is that something similar? Like they buy a bunch of houses and then they rent it out and use money from the rent to buy even more houses and rent them out and be little bitches to the renters as well. By the way, I don't really understand the appeal of Airbnb. What was that thing even? What was it supposed to be? Isn't it better to just, I don't know, live in a hotel while you're staying somewhere? Because hotels are usually very comfy. They have staff that cleans up after you, and they often have breakfast included, so you don't have to worry about that. I'd say I personally prefer the hotels. Ah, so hotels were way more expensive. I heard that Airbnb kinda destroyed its entire purpose and made a whole bunch of extra fees that made it super expensive. But honestly, when I'm going somewhere, I prefer to kind of live more comfortably. Like me and my family, we really like to travel. And when we travel, we kind of try to choose ourselves a good accommodation. So we just enjoy our time there and don't worry about anything. But again, we don't really go anywhere that often. We haven't really gone anywhere outside of Russia in a while. And even when we travel Russia, we usually travel to places where mom's friends live. For example, in Novosibirsk, we didn't need hotel because mom's sister lived there. And when my mom was invited to be a judge on the dancing contest in Vladivostok, we lived at her friend's place. So we didn't really have to worry about paying for the hotel. Yeah, it's really good, I guess, to be as active when you're young as my mother was. So she has a lot of friends all over. There we go. Networking is one of the best skills to have. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, and also, not only is she like, does she have a lot of friends, but also a lot of people move out, moved out from the island in the past. And so, the friends that she made here in school, for example, they are now in other cities. For example, that friend in Vladivostok, when we went for the contest, she was originally from the island as well. I think either they were, oh, I think they were together in college. Yeah, I think that was it. And a good chance that they knew each other in school. Oh, right, I remembered, I finally remembered. They did know each other since diapers, because there was one incident when they were little that made me give this friend a nickname. Okay, there's a woman who has stolen thousands and thousands of dollars from a part-time job, but the higher-ups have ignored all of that because she brings so many high-paying donors to a theater. Wow. Wow. That's messed up. I don't think I ever encountered like actual theft. But yeah. Maybe I'm just kind of hanging out in the right circle, so I don't have to interact with such people. Or maybe I'm just really, really lucky. I mean, losing a couple $1,000s a year is nothing when you're bringing in people that donate millions. Oh yeah, I guess from the higher up standpoint it is okay. But yeah, that's messed up. I never understood people that like steal and, you know, um, make all sorts of schemes to, kick someone out of the job because they don't like them. I don't know, I guess I'm not enough conflicted for that. Because there is literally a girl I know that I play D&D with, and I learned that she loves going to public hospitals to yell at grandmas. Sometimes you meet like Karen-like grandmas that are picking a fight with literally anyone, and she loves to pick fights with them. Yeah, these are the kinds of people I will never understand. Yeah. That was my reaction too. Just, I don't know, I definitely don't have enough energy for that sort of thing. I guess the same with my handcrafts. I guess when it can be done just on this desk and it's not like too complicated, I could just do it in form of streams, because again, I don't like editing, and even if I do need even if I am going to edit some streams into a video, I feel like it would be way easier when it's a stream and not just a bunch of tiny little footage pieces. I don't know, just I feel like that would be not as hard for me. That definitely works, yeah. I guess some decoupage could work pretty well with that, because it doesn't really take that much time. So I could, in theory, do it in one stream, if the item is not too complicated. By the way, if you don't know what decoupage is, it's basically putting a paper napkin with some kind of ornament on it and gluing it, basically putting that with glue on some surface. For example, like, a box like this, or even a shoebox. A lot of people do shoeboxes like that. You can do a lot of neat stuff like this. And also, if you add craquelure technique on top of that, that's gonna look really good and kind of it will look like something old, and I like that sort of stuff. I know that some people really don't like when things are done like this, because it seems like shabby chic to them. Or, I don't know, maybe this whole style is called shabby chic when you're faking things being old. But I guess when you're doing little things like boxes in that style, it's fine. When your entire house is like that, that's a different story. Right? God damn, there's so much fluff in here. That sounds pretty. I actually did post that image. Oh! What am I even talking about? It's right here. I have, when I wanted to pull for Fiala in Genshin, I decided to make sort of like a little altar that I can pray on in real life. So I did a gouache painting with Fiala, and then did craquelure over it. And here, this is what it looks like. So this frame was original like poison bright pink color, so I colored it brown and craquelured white on top of it, so it looks like old. So yeah, I might actually redo this one, the whole painting, because yeah, it ended up being a little dirty in here when I was adding the pastel dust into the cracks, so they would be more visible. But overall, I'm pretty proud of that. I also made a box for my mom. I think she keeps her sewing supplies in there. And I'm really proud of how it turned out. It looks really good. So I might take a photo and actually post that on my Twitter. There we go. There. Just a little bit more and we'll be done. At least with this edge. The whole carcass of the hat might not be like super good because again it was my first time doing anything like that, but I hope some decorations will save it. There we go. Looking forward to it. I don't use Twitter often, but I do check it every once in a while. Yeah, I don't really like I need to remind myself to use Twitter because I need to somehow I don't know, hopefully find people, like get someone's eyes on me. And Tumblr didn't really work out for me in that sense. Although I would love to promote myself mostly on Tumblr. I kind of vibe with it way more. And unlike with Twitter, I don't need to use VPN to access Tumblr. And you know, the Twitter problem is that, you know, the typical 14-year-old girls on Twitter, there's way too much drama on it. And I really don't appreciate too much drama. I think Twitter is among my links in the bio on YouTube, so you can check it out there. I also have a Discord server. It's kinda not very active, but it does exist. It would be really cool if I could find some more viewers before the new year, and maybe do a little Discord stream with watching New Year movies or something. Who knows, maybe I'll even be able to find some of the Russian movies with subtitles. I definitely know there are some out there. And you know, the 1st of January is the National Seal Day, where you just lay in bed or on the couch and just watch New Year movies on TV. That's the law. You are not allowed to do anything else than that. So I would love to kind of share that vibe with my viewers. Okay, almost done. Almost. Just joined? Thank you. I'm really glad to see that. Oh, and I'm running out of battery, I think. Slowly but surely. Well, thankfully, I am almost done here. And I think that will be it for today's stream. I was actually debating with myself whether or not I should actually go for it and do this whole sewing stream, but I'm really glad I did go through with the idea. It feels nice to hang out like this with you. There we go. And just like that. Have you too? It was fun. Yeah, it's always fun. Like, it's always fun when there is at least someone in your chat you can, well, chat with when you're streaming. It feels really fulfilling, I guess. Like, there's not much point to the streaming when there is nobody in your chat, because just like that you can play games alone and not have as much pressure on you. So yeah, it feels real nice when chatters are there, even if it's just one or two. Alrighty, almost done. And just like that, it's done. Okay, so thanks for checking in. I'm really glad you enjoyed the stream. So I'll see you tomorrow on another episode of Stardew Valley. Alright, good night to you, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for another cozy stream. Thank you for coming. Alright, good night.